Sorry, I disconnected there, so we're just going to restart that video. So I'm going to show you guys a very easy step-by-step way to get element. This will actually give you element shards, but 100 shards is equal to one element when you put it in a replicator or an exomech or anything like that. So as you can see, what I used to do, and what a lot of players would always do, you'd come in, you'd tech punch these blue crystals, and you see how I get 120 element shards just off the bat. So what we're going to do is we took our Strider and we linked it to our Dedi box. So I made a couple videos explaining Dedi boxes and how to use them and putting metal and, you know, gunpowder, all that good stuff in it. So you can see right now it's linked to Strider, element shards, 25,000. So I just got that in this brief second from going over to that planet over there, or whatever you want to call it, asteroid. So this is the space biome that rotates and changes. You'll see the color drops in Gen 2. They change colors. Each of them have different resources that will come into the space biome. So when it's purple, it'll be these crystals. So when I hit L2 with the Strider, actually I'll explain this right now. When you have a Strider, they're very easy to tame. I think you only have to do 4 or 5 missions, and you can get a low level one like level 25. And the levels don't really matter just in terms of the mining ones. Other ones, they're a little bit better. But you'll see that these ones have these mining drills on the front of it. So you'll want to look for a Strider that has that attachment. Alright, so you just hit L2. We're just going to go around a little bit right now. We're preparing for the Easter event. So once the Easter event comes, a lot of people are going to be doing this. I think it's going to get like 4 times or 3 times harvesting. And we're on, you can see we're on PvP official. So like I don't have any tribe mates, so it's nice being able to do these types of resource methods, just because it's a little bit harder for us to get materials by yourself. Now if you do notice your Strider's kind of walking on the ground and it's, you know, it's a little bit slow, you can just walk him right off the edge into the space, and then you'll be able to press X to kind of just hover upwards. So we're just starting to go up to the next level over here. Now there are a couple of these asteroids that don't have element on them, but the majority of them, I would say, have it. And you can notice that all my shards are going, I'm just dropping the stone, all my shards go straight to my Dedi box, and then I'm going to pull out the hard element and put it on my body right now. And the nice thing, once Strider is linked to a Dedi box, you can, if you have different resources on your Strider, if you switch the resource from the Dedi box, you will pull the whatever resources in your Strider's inventory. So if I had obsidian in my Strider, and then I switched the Dedi box from element shards to obsidian, it'll pull the obsidian out of my Strider. So it's not like you have to like go back and forth and relink it. You know, it's all you do is you just keep dropping your little stone piles, just because you get overweight. Your beam on, you can just press L2 twice, turn it on and then turn it off, and even though it's on for only that brief second, it'll still collect the resources. So it's 1, 2. It still grabs it. I usually just leave it on, just so, you know, it's a habit of just leaving it on. But it really doesn't use that much charge power just leaving it on. And then if you do run out, you can just do that technique of just like kind of tapping it, and it'll recharge fast enough. So I think this is going to be pretty much it for this little asteroid. And I'll check around the back side of it here. Oh, we got a bunch down there. Usually I like to start doing this at the beginning of the space biome, but I came into it a little bit late. And even though it's official, I think it might be, yeah, it is, well, it is 2 times right now. Normally it's 1 times. It's an EXO event going on right now, but even doing this on 1 times compared to you know, prepping for boss fights and everything. You know, and then if you live on a different server, you can always take this element and you can break it down into dust. Or you can just make a little crafting area on Gen 2. But with these Striders, it's just, there's no comparison. Keep grabbing this. So we had 25,000 at the beginning of this video. Let's just check it right now. So we're at 70,000 right now. So that'd be 710 element in maybe like 5 minutes or so. 5-10 minutes. I don't know how long it's been, but we're just trying to keep going. We might as well. So I just did these two little areas. So we're going to hop right across over the bridge. So it's already 15. So you'll see on the top left above where the day is, it shows the time, 15:30. So when it gets to every 24 or every day cycle, that's when like the biome changes. So we still have a little bit of time. We don't have a whole lot of time. I would have liked to get in here right at the beginning of it, because you can go from this one to there, and then you can go all these asteroids going all the way down the biome. And you can just pull in like maybe like 300k, 400k, like it's just crazy. Like I grew up in Ark before the release of Aberration, and there was no means of getting element or anything like this. So it's just to have this much element just like at the base of your hand, or in your hand, however you want to call it. It's just so helpful. So resourceful, especially for the high tier crafting of items. Trying to get as much as I can. But you can always use these shards to fill up your tech turrets, and you know, even if you just wanted to convert it to hard element, it's just for all your crafting needs. With Striders, you can make them go down in space by pushing in the right trigger, but depending if they have a shield or a phase blast or tech cannon, like it will do that animation first before it starts going down, so you just have to hold it. And you'll remember what I said about you can just switch your Deady box to like as if I had obsidian. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of the element into the Strider when I'm done with it, so that when I go back to my base, I'll switch the box that it's linked to from being element shards to being element, and it's starting to pull the element from my Strider right into my box. I don't need to go back. I don't need to do anything about it like that. Or you can just fly the element home, I guess, theoretically. But like if you didn't want to like fly across the whole map with it or risk getting jumped by other players, then yeah, that's definitely the safest way to go. There are faster ways to do this. Like if you had, if you were doing this with a friend, you could have your friend carry you. Like if he was using a skiff and then he picked up the Strider and the tractor beam, you could just fly so much faster from asteroid to asteroid. That's like what a lot of mega tribes do and stuff like that. Just trying to find the best ways to harvest all these resources. I know there's a good chunk over there, but there's also a lot down over there. I think I'm going to go over here first, and then I'm going to jump across. I should have enough time for that. It's going to be close. Oh, you'll notice that I have a Giga in my hotbar. It's well, it's a little fancy, 2313. But the reason for that is that there's void worms in here. They're like robotic dragons, and they have an electrical blast, which will knock you off your tame. And they're just really inconvenient because it's, I don't know, it's your striders aren't really good at killing things, so I always have a Giga with me just so I could throw out, and it'll have my back if there's any issues. But you'll notice I always go into the space biome with that. It's a little slow going in space. Making my way in the world today. I think we're getting close to the other section. See how it does to go down, it'll shoot my my blast. It's just like if you had the one with the shield. So, but there's a little bit here, but once I get into that section right there, there's gonna be a big chunk. I'll just grab this real quick, just flying through. Man, I love the striders for harvesting so much. It's just, there's no comparison. Like, especially doing metal runs, yeah, because you can do this for any resource that it can pick up. Even flowers, and berries, and metal. You just have to go to the right spots, and it's just endless. Like, one of my friends was like, he's like, you're still tech punching everything? I'm like, well, yeah. And or like carrying around an Ankylosaurus with an RG. There we go. We got a nice bunch down here. You know, you can't go wrong, especially like if you didn't know about this and you're trying to fill up a bunch of tech turrets. You gotta come do this. Just get a level 25 strider, you'll be fine. They all harvest pretty much the same amount. I wish there was a way to drop all my stone without going into my inventory, but it's a very small price to pay for the amount of stuff that you get from doing this. Where's that other island? There we go. So you start up at the top, you come down, you just go straight down and you work your way down, and it leads you right into the next biome. And if you had a bunch of striders and you didn't really care about bringing them back, you could just leave them out here. I always bring my strider back just because, I don't know, I get sentimentally attached to all my creatures, so. Excuse me. And I just put the points just into health, just in case I start getting attacked by a void worm. You could put it into damage. I'm sure it does make a difference. I'm gonna start going down. wish the dragon would come attack me, just so I could show you what to do in that situation. Let's see where we're at now. So we're at 145, well, 1451. So, you know, it's a lot of element. Well, about 1400 elements, so. We'll just keep going, we'll fill that box right up. But like I said, you'll just make sure you bring a Giga or a Spino or at least a sniper rifle, just in case those void worms come. We're gonna have to get back into the air for a second here. There we go. And you just keep flying asteroid to asteroid. I remember the first time I did this, I was so disappointed. I'm like, oh, I'm not even getting like any element. Like, you know, it's kind of pointless. And then I realized that you could just convert all of the element shards into element and to like 100 to 1. And even by getting hard element, I still have 300 elements. So, and then you convert all that, so 160,000. So, and it's 100 to 1, so that's 1600 element. And it's only been like, what, I don't know, like 10 minutes or so, 10-15 minutes. Like you'll notice some asteroids kinda, they don't really have a lot on it anyway, so you kinda waste your time going to that one. Unless like you remembered which one had that, like the most, and you're just trying to be like as efficient as possible. Then you could do it that way. I like to personally go to every single little asteroid. Start going down and we'll turn around. It'd be nice if you didn't have to drop the stone all the time. I guess theoretically, if you really wanted to, you could just pump weight in the striders so that you wouldn't have to worry about dropping the stones as much, but it's gonna fill up like instantly anyways, right? So there's not much point in that. See how much time I have left here. So see how it's 20. It's 20 o'clock. No, it's 20 on the top left. So that when that gets to 24, the whole biome is it's going to rotate, like kind of like a Hunger Games type thing, and then it'll be switched out for a different color drop, which is gonna have different resources. So there's lots of information about that online on what is what and where it is. I'm surprised we haven't seen any void worms. I thought I saw something over there. They'll sneak up behind you and then they'll knock you off and you'll get stunned and then they'll just kill you. But like I was saying, if you don't have a Giga or anything like that, you could just bring a sniper rifle or a shotgun, and while it's attacking your strider trying to kill it, you can just hit it from range and you should be okay. I hate when I land on the ground. Now let me drop this stuff here. I haven't been getting much hard element actually. But yeah, like I did it, like I almost never even came back to do this because I'm like, oh, I don't even get like any element. I just get started. Well, that was like before I had the replicator and before I knew that I could just convert it. So there's lots of wasted time on that. I actually even just like when I first started coming out here, I just tech punch everything. So I'd go like rock to rock to rock. So like the old method, I just go and I just, oops. You know, and then but there's a delay for it, you know, so I do it and then I go to the next one and then I go to the next one. Like, you know, in doing that is a very slow process. And then my buddy's just like, get a strider. Like, you still don't have a strider, and it's just, you know, you can use that for your metal runs and everything. very easy to get. I think Wildcard was very nice for giving us the power of the Striders. But I'm sure like it drastically changed the game, right? It's just ever since that, you know, Element was one of the hardest things to get in the game. Like you'd have to like prepare a bunch of Rexes and boss fights. You'd have to have 16 people, and you'd have to get it all figured out. But the times have changed. See if we have enough time to get down there. Also in trying to find one in the space biome, sometimes you'll see a giant whale. That's it's kind of like a beluga whale, and it can teleport. It can blink. Oh, look at all that, all those shards down there. She's just glowing. It's like as soon as I get down there, it changes. Oh, we're gonna have a little bit of time down there. Not a lot of time. Do a little swoop in. But being a solo player, just having the power to do this, it's amazing. And official too. It's not like I'm on like a boosted server or like anything like that, where it's just like, you know, you see a bunch of famous YouTubers and stuff on boosted servers. They hit one rock and they get like 5,000 metal, and they don't have any weight restrictions. And you know, it's just not my style. Nothing's wrong with it, don't get me wrong. It's just, I don't know. It's and then like, you know, taming is like times by 150% and raising, and it's just like pretty much instant. And it's just, well, you know, I like to put like a little bit of work into my stuff there, you know, where you actually have to like breed your animals together to get some good stats, and you know, like, to play the game, to explore it. Just filling up on these rocks. Alright, let's see here. I think we're running close to out of time. Oh, just look at it all. I want it all, but I started late. But if you can catch it, like as soon as the purple drops come down, if you can get into here with a Strider and just hit every single asteroid from one spot, like from one end to another, is you'll get like a complete Daddy box just full. So like I more than you could ever think of. Like, what should I do with all this element? What should I do with all these shards? You know, I got all my tech turrets just capped out, and I got cloners going. You can use the shards on cloners. You can use it on as fuel for your skiff. Look at all those element shards. I won't make it over there. Might make it over there. 23. We might as well see if there's any left on this planet, or this asteroid, I mean. I think I was already. Oh no, there's some down over there. Oh, there's a lot over there. Good. We're gonna have a very long ride back. We're gonna ride back home. Map's not. Oh, the map was loading in. There we go. Oh, sometimes if you're hovering in the over the space part and you try dropping your inventory, it won't let you. So you'll just have to drop a. See, it's not letting me. So what you do is you just drop a couple stones until you're not as overweight. Bring yourself a little bit closer to the ground, just so you're hovering over the ground. I think it's because it needs somewhere theoretically for the bag to be placed or dropped. Oh, that was a good one right there. Look at that. I'm sure there's people watching the videos like, oh, look at all the stone you're dropping, man. Like, we like throw it all in like the grinders for your experience and stuff. I don't even know if people still do that, but let's see where we're at now. Maybe I'm in the wrong view, I guess. There we go. So 234,681. So I guess that's 234,000. So, but like that's 2,300 element. You know, that's, or 2,300. That's 2,300 element. Like, you can't go wrong with that. And you saw it all happen just in the matter of I don't know. We're probably at 20 minutes now, but it happens really fast. So the biome is just about to change. So we'll stand still just so you can watch the biome change. Here, I'll look this way. See if we can get a nice. There we go. It all gets sucked away. So right now, we're in the space and it's rotating right now. Like if we were like kind of outside and you can see outside, it's just spinning. Where it's like we're going through a warp drive, and then it's going to end up bringing us to a different color pattern, so it'll drop. So you can be in the space while it happens, you won't die or anything like that. I need to go all the way back up to that bridge, so we'll just we'll stop the video here, just because, you know, there's no need for a boring ride back home, but that's okay. So I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch the video. If you liked the video, if it helped you, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And we're going to do our best to give some more content here and there. Alright guys, you have a good day. Thank you very much.